Welcome to Fierce Fit Feminine and Other F Words, a place where women in business come to learn how to improve their health, beauty, body language, and communication. I'm Christine Brunelli, and I'm your host, and today we're talking about pitching your business when you don't feel like it. How can we stay on our A game and be conversational when we just want to check out? Okay, this happens. I'm going to bring up some situations and you're going to identify with them. I know you are. So are you ready? Let's get started. I love to travel, and I know a lot of you love to travel, but have you ever experienced packing for everybody in your family and then packing for yourself? Maybe you have young children and you also have to take care of all the things in the home before you leave, and you're a business owner, so you have to make sure all of your emails are caught up and up to date, all your T's are crossed, all your I's are dotted, just to get underwear put in your suitcase. Do you know what I'm talking about? It can feel like mayhem trying to get away, and then you have to get to the airport and get through security and get to the gate, and by the time you're finally seated and everything is situated on the plane, you put in those earbuds, you want to recline and just, check out during the flight, be quiet and enjoy, and somebody next to you wants to talk, right? Do you know what I mean? And they're like, hi, so what do you do? Or, oh, that's a cute bag. They do something to make conversation, and you're thinking, well, didn't they see my earbuds? I don't want to have a conversation. I want to help you reframe this for a minute, because just coming out of a couple workshops that I've taught and in some private chat conversations, I realized that a lot of people who call themselves introverts really have a tough time promoting themselves in their business when they're in their off time. And I get that, 100% get that. But when you own a business, whether you are a service provider like a doctor, dentist, attorney, or a coach, or you're selling a product, if you're the owner of that business, the promotion of that business lands on your shoulders. Yes, if you have a giant team, it helps to have a team, but it always lands on your shoulders. And that doesn't mean you can't take time off, but I want you to reframe how you think of certain situations. And I'm using the airplane as an example, because what if the person who is next to you on the plane while you want to just close your eyes and check out happens to be someone who can get you on a large media network? News, magazine. Maybe they have someone that can put you on a stage as a speaker. Maybe they have a connection that will expand your business or expand your audience. Just taking a few minutes to share your pitch. Just get it off there. Get it off your chest. Share it. And that might spark a conversation that could grow your business. And so just wanting to have that 2 minutes of quiet, you're not taking the chance. So I want to encourage you to have your elevator pitch done so that it can roll off your shoulder, off the tip of your tongue at any moment's notice. Whether you are on a plane or in a restaurant or in line at a concert or wherever you find yourself where strangers say hi and you make conversation and they say, what do you do? Because that's what the world does. They want to know what you do. So do you have your elevator pitch crafted? And the elevator pitch has a story. The story is, now there are a lot of anecdotal stories about this. We're not sure exactly where it came from, but you have 15 seconds today to pitch yourself. You don't get more than that. And the story that I love the most is the one where screenwriters would be in an elevator in Hollywood, and actors and actresses would happen to be on an elevator with them and want to get in their film or their TV show. They'd pitch themselves for the time of the elevator ride and pray to God that they got chosen to be the role for that movie or whatever it was that they were putting out. They pitched themselves. You get a short amount of time to pitch yourself with people. And it doesn't have to sound salesy, like cheesy salesy. It can just be very matter of fact. You want to know your audience of who you're talking to. If you serve only mothers with toddlers and you're talking to an older gentleman who is seated next to you on a plane and he wants to chat it up, you're not selling him on what you do. But what if he has a daughter who has toddlers? Right? You always have a connection to your audience through people. And so what I want you to think about is what your elevator pitch is so that you can rehearse it and be ready to share it at a moment's notice, but also be aware of your surroundings. You might not want to check out right away. Maybe you start a conversation, you share your pitch, and then say, I'm going to put these earbuds in. I have some things I want to listen to, and I'll have them out soon, and we'll be able to chat again. And they'll respect that. As long as you say it, and yeah, you probably shouldn't have to say it, but there are some people that don't have boundaries. So you have to have boundaries. And boundaries are just fences you put around yourself that control the people and their behavior on the outside of your fence. You control the inside of the fence. You can't control what happens on the other side, but you can put a boundary there. So you can share, you can talk and say, it's so nice chatting with you, but I'm going to put in my earbuds and check out. Or if you're somewhere in public, maybe at a restaurant or at a club or a bar or some store, same thing. So nice to chat with you. I have to go. Catch you later. That's it. That's all you have to say. But did you share your pitch? Did you promote your business? Did you promote yourself? Did you tell them how you help others? Because as a woman in business, it is your job. When you're not selling, you're sliding. Have you ever heard that? Now, I don't mean selling like, at an auctioneer or the county fair where you hear somebody selling some vegetable mixer, and they talk a million miles an hour. You can sell it in a way that's just, hey, this is what I do. I'm Judge Queen Christine, or I'm a first impressions expert. I have different things I go by. I'm your camera confidence coach. I have different titles and then I roll into it. But if I'm talking to someone who's not my ideal audience, I'm not going to say, I'm your Judge Queen. They're going to look at me like, what the heck? I'm going to say, I'm a camera confidence coach, or I'm a first impressions expert, or I'm a business coach and consultant for female entrepreneurs. It depends on my audience. So I have a title already made up, crafted for the audience, knowing who I'm speaking to, and then my pitch is all memorized in my head so that at a moment's notice I can share it. So you need your pitch memorized. Let's break it down. First, give yourself a title if you want to. What is your title? Are you a coach? Are you a service provider? Do you have doctor before your name? Do you have, expert after your name? Whatever it is, give yourself a title. And then your pitch can go one of three ways. So you always want to talk about the who of what you're serving. So I help or I teach, that's who, or what you're selling, I sell, maybe it's a product, a hula hoop, whatever, you want that to be the beginning, or I solve, meaning a problem you solve. So I'm going to use myself. As an easy example, but this is the formula. I help female entrepreneurs, or I help women in business. So you need to come up with the beginning of your elevator pitch formula. First out of the gate, you need to know, who do you help? Or what are you selling? Or what problem do you solve? Then to who? So I'm female entrepreneurs or women in business. Who are you selling to? And if you are solving a problem, what is the solution that you're offering? What you're selling? What is the solution? Okay. And then the third thing is, what is the transformation? What are you helping them do? What is it so they can? So I sell XYZ to whoever so they can whatever. Let's use toothpaste. I'll use it as an example. This is a pitch. Hi, I'm Dr. Christine. I'm not a dentist, by the way, but I'm using this as an example. I'm Dr. Christine Brunelli. I sell whitening toothpaste to women who smoke so their teeth can be whiter because of years of smoking cigarettes. Do you see what I mean? So I picked a target audience. I had a product, I had a target audience, and I had a transformation. Let's use an example now in my industry. I help female entrepreneurs look and feel confident on camera so they can connect and captivate their audience with confidence. You see what that did? I said who I serve, female entrepreneurs, women in business, how. I tell you how, looking and feeling great on camera. Why? What's the transformation? So that they can captivate their audience with confidence. You see how that all rolls together? Now, what if you are solving a problem? What if it's, I solve this kind of problem by providing this kind of solution to help with, or help who, accomplish what? All of these are super important for you to know. You're going to fall into one of these three categories. You're either going to be a helper teacher like me, or you're going to be selling a product, or you're going to be solving a problem by offering some type of solution. And those three things are the way you want to craft your elevator pitch. This is all in the show notes. So you can go to the show notes after this episode. And when you get done, just jot it down, write it down. Why do we want to do this? Because I want you to have this on the tip of your tongue. When someone says, what do? You should be able to say it with confidence, directly, and enthusiastically so that they're like, wow, she loves what she does. Wow, I know someone she can help. Wow, I want to know more. I'm going to ask questions. That's your elevator pitch. And when you're feeling at your biggest introverted moments, that's always when somebody wants to talk, isn't it? So if you can just have this crafted in a way that answers their question, what do? And if they're done, you can make small talk and then check out of the conversation, set that boundary. Or if they have questions, there you go. You might be building your business right there. That is my tip for you this week because, my friend, if you are not selling, you're stagnant or sliding. You always need to be promoting your business. It's no one else's job but yours. Even if you're paying someone to promote for you, it's your job to make sure they're doing a good job. I want you to win. I want you to succeed. So go to the show notes after this episode, write down everything in there to create your elevator pitch. And if you have any questions, my inbox is always open. info@christinebrunelli.com. That's all for this week. See you next time. Did you know the biggest gift and thank you could give a podcaster is a 5-star review? It would mean so much to me if you would go to Apple Podcasts and just hit the stars so that I have feedback for knowing that this podcast is helping you along. And if you're not subscribed, hit subscribe so that you get notified the next time a new episode is released. By the way, it's every Tuesday. And until then, my friend, have a fierce, fit, feminine, and fabulous day.